Some people claim that Amber Heard was a psychopath for some of the things that she did, and she did do a lot of questionable things. But what exactly is her limit? Because there doesn't seem to be one. Newly revealed audio recordings unveil the chilling way that Amber treated Johnny and how Johnny became a victim in a relationship that was supposed to be liberating for him. Watch on to find out what happened.
Please stop doing this. Please, you're causing me so much fucking stress. I'm gonna die at this age. I'm gonna fucking die. You're causing me so much stress. Please stop. Please. I feel like I have heart attacks almost every day. Please stop. Please stop doing it. Please stop. He's so fucking mean.
Why are you with me?
Bully. Stop. Please stop. I've been begging you not to fight. I just said, can we please have a normal argument? Just even a normal conversation, fucking normal argument. And for the last hour, I've been begging you to please just leave it at that. Let's just go on with our night. I would have been able to come in with you. We would have been able to let it go in a few minutes. It would have been fine. If we allowed ourselves to have fucking normal arguments. Please, you're killing me with this. You're killing me. You're fucking killing me. Fuck.
Yes, that is right. Amber Heard tried to stop Johnny Depp from seeing his very own daughter. This is a huge problem in normal everyday life, let alone for someone who is supposed to be in a loving relationship and has a public image to keep. There wasn't much Johnny could do if allegations about Amber's control and manipulative authority over him is to be believed. Who knows why Johnny really wanted to see his daughter? Maybe he wanted to tell his daughter what he'd been going through. Maybe he wanted the support of some kind. Either way, Amber stopped that from happening, and it's not surprising that Johnny reacted in the way that he did after this.
I tried to close the door 3 times. You know, please, just don't, you know, and then wait, and then I accidentally, I swear, when I was trying to close the door, I guess it scraped your toes. And I didn't mean to do that. And I bent down, and you either pushed or you kicked. I think you kicked the door open. The door, yeah, more open, so that it would hit me. And it hit me.
I didn't mean to. I didn't know that.
The fact that Amber Heard hit Johnny in the head with the door and then pretended not to remember is crazy. What's even crazier is the fact that you can see how she goes from adamant denial to straight up admittance to the act. If that wasn't bad enough, listen to what happens next.
Okay, right. So let's say that was an accident. I then stood up. I mean, I might have said, like, what the fuck, you know, whatever, because I'd just been hit in the head with the fucking corner of a door.
I'm so sorry, I did not. I'm sorry.
And then I stood up, and then you fucking clocked me.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing.
This is just bonkers. She admits to doing it and apologizes for doing it, but also says she doesn't remember doing it. How can someone not remember an altercation like that? It's all incredibly suspect, so it's understandable that Johnny was so lost mentally after going through things like those. Johnny Depp often scoffed at the notion during court testimony that his constant quarrels with ex-wife Amber Heard would ever prompt him to hit her, and insisted on cross-examination that her allegations devastated his career. Violence isn't necessary, Depp said from the stand during his libel lawsuit against Heard, his second day of testimony. Why would you hit someone to make them agree with you? Heard the first time she was assaulted was when Depp slapped her in 2013 after she made fun of a tattoo he had. One that used to say Winona Forever when he was dating the actress Winona Ryder that he altered to Wino Forever after they broke up. It didn't happen, he said of the alleged assault. Why would I take such great offense to someone making fun of a tattoo on my body? That allegation never made any sense to me. Depp also addressed an alleged assault on a private plane flight in 2014 from Boston to Los Angeles. Heard said Depp became blackout intoxicated and assaulted her on the plane ride. Depp testified he took 2 oxycodone pills, an opiate to which he admits he was addicted at the time, and locked himself in the plane bathroom and fell asleep to avoid her badgering. Depp locking himself in the bathroom became an increasingly common and concerning pattern a long time ago, it seems. This video is not meant to slander anyone or propagate one narrative. It merely aims to speculate and present reported facts. As Amber described it, Johnny was a controlling presence in her life, intent on having a say over what she wore and what acting job she took. She testified that in 2014, he became angry about the fact that she had a romantic scene in a movie with the actor James Franco, leading to a confrontation on a private plane, one of the central incidents in dispute. On the plane, Amber said Johnny smelled of marijuana and alcohol, and he began asking her about the intimate scene with James Franco, calling her a go-getter and suggesting that she had enjoyed it. She testified that she had tried not to engage, but that Johnny slapped her, threw ice cubes at her, and then kicked her in the back. Eventually, she said he locked himself in the bathroom and passed out. "I was scared if I left him. I was scared if I didn't," she said. "I didn't feel safe going home." But Mr. Depp begged for forgiveness and promised that he was going to get sober, she said. "I got back with him on the condition that he would uphold his promise to do the treatment." To do the full detox, Ms. Heard said, Mr. Depp gave a different version of events in his testimony. He denied having drunk excessively that day, saying he had taken 2 opioid pills and perhaps had a glass of champagne. Mr. Depp testified that Ms. Heard had been actively searching for a way to instigate a fight with me on the plane and was prodding him and heckling him, prompting him to retreat to the bathroom and fall asleep. He testified that Ms. Heard's account of his drug and alcohol use was grossly embellished. Back on the stand in his libel case against Heard, he claimed she subjected him to a parade of insults. She had a need for conflict, a need for violence that erupts out of nowhere, Depp told jurors in Fairfax County Circuit Court on his second day of testimony. "And the only thing I learned to do with it is exactly what I did as a child. Retreat," he said. Depp said he used drugs and drank alcohol as a way to cope with Heard's abuse and said she was also a heavy drinker. Depp said he at one point stopped drinking to try to save the relationship, but Heard refused to abstain. In a trial that was centered on conflicting and contradicting allegations of marital violence, the incident in Australia surfaced as a crucial source of contention. Part of Mr. Depp's right middle finger had been amputated during the altercation that Ms. Heard had reported, but the couple has given conflicting accounts of what actually transpired and who was to blame. According to Ms. Heard, Mr. Depp was upset about a number of things, including his allegations that she had an affair with another actor and that she had been cruel to his sister. She claimed the brutality and profanity of his attack grew worse over time. She said that after a dispute over his drinking, she had tossed a liquor bottle to the ground. Heard claimed that Mr. Depp threw bottles at her during the altercation, missing, and that he later sexually assaulted her with a bottle. She claimed that even though she was unable to see the bottle at the moment, she was able to figure out what it had been after the fact. Ms. Heard claims that Mr. Depp amputated his finger when he smashed a phone into pieces after picking it up off the wall. She claimed that when she went back to that room of the house after the attack, she saw messages written in blood and paint on the walls and various items there. Mr. Depp claimed during prior trial testimony that Ms. Heard hurled a vodka handle at him, shattering on his hand and causing the loss of a finger. He testified that when she found him drinking, she threw a bottle of vodka at him, which missed, and then another, which made contact. He said she had been upset about a meeting she had with a lawyer over a potential post-nuptial agreement and described her following him around the house, screaming obscenities and hammering me with brutal words. Considering some of the things that Amber already admitted to doing to him, her version of accounts does seem less believable. But why would Amber stop Johnny from seeing his daughter Lily? Well, during the second day of her testimony on Thursday, the actress described a fight with the Pirates of the Caribbean star over his daughter Lily Rose Depp, now 22, in November 2013. Heard said she started to feel protective of Lily Rose after only knowing her for a short time and shared her concerns about a famous musician over the age of 18 staying at their home. "I felt protective over Lily Rose and concerned, and naturally they were not my children. It's not my place and I understand that. I know it's a sensitive subject, so I understand why Johnny got so upset with me," she said on the stand. But that and the introduction of the weed with his daughter, she was so young, I felt protective, she added. "It's not my place and I made him really angry by weighing in on that." During his testimony in his 2020 libel suit against the UK, as the Sun, Depp said he never encouraged my daughter to use marijuana. "My daughter was 13 years old and, as we all know, at 11, 12, 13 years old, when you go to high school parties you are approached by people who will want to give you a drink because they're drinking," Depp said at the time. So, do you think Amber was right to stop Johnny? Or is she in the wrong? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.